Guys, happy morning. Okay, good looks very good, but it's not actually a happy. What is the ultimate goal of your life? Ultimately, all of you want to have an happy ending. Na? How many of you are aiming at a very sorrowful life? Everybody wants ultimately happiness. Keeping that as a perspective, let us try answering this because what you ask is what you get. You don't get what you don't ask for. Sometimes you don't get what you ask for also, so it's better, let us always be positive. I want happiness, I should always be happy. So once again, happy morning all of you. Happy morning, sir. Okay, now today the topic that was given to me is how should a graduation student, an undergraduation student who has completed his plus 2 and who is starting a new beginning, the next 3 years of your life, how is that you're going to invest in those 3 years so that down the line, 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, 15 years down the line, 20 years down the line, if at all you see you hitting any kind of a pinnacle, that would be because of how you invested these 3 years. I'll take a few examples and I'll try to make you understand this. Let us take this chaiwala because today is a very important day. This chaiwala who started as a chaiwala, he becomes a longest serving Prime Minister of India. I'm talking about the great Narendra Modi. How was his beginning? He's a graduate. We will not go into too much of seriousness of understanding his academics. But yes, his graduation really did make a difference. But do you think graduation alone has made that big difference to actually transform a chaiwala to become a greatest Prime Minister of India? Definitely not. Then what is that is responsible to transform a chaiwala who never even had an opportunity to become a councillor, who never ever had an opportunity to become an MLA, who never ever had an opportunity to become an MP, who never had an opportunity to get into political forum and lead something, he becomes the first chief minister of a state not even occupying any of the political forum, and that was this Narendra Modi. And after that, there was no looking back. He becomes the longest serving prime minister, and today is the day. If today is crossed, we call him as the longest serving prime minister of India. What made this difference? Let us try to analyze. Academics is important. All the great people go through the same 3 years of academics. All of them go through the same 3 years of academics. The same 3 years of academics, either BA, either BCom, either BBA, or either BCA. But there are few people who reach such a greatest height, and there are few who remain ordinary and die as an ordinary. There was this fisherman's son, just like all his brothers, who lived as a fisherman and they died as a fisherman. But this boy, as a fisherman, his vision was completely different. When people used to look in the college for something else, in the same college, he looked at something else. When his father took him to the ocean because he wanted him to experience the ocean, he wanted him to know what fishes are, he wanted him to understand the season, he wanted him to know when is the right time for us to go and actually start fishing. With all these knowledge to be automatically gained, he takes him again and again to the ocean when all his cousins and all his brothers and brothers were looking at the ocean and counting how many number of fishes were there in the ocean. In the same ocean, this boy saw something else. He saw the reflection of the moon and he told, I want to be there. I want to study that. Place is the same. College is the same. The same college, I have seen students getting placed in the past records and they were offered 1 lakh plus salary per month. It has happened in the same Patil group of institutes. When we had an alumni meet, I had an opportunity to talk to a few of those old students, and they told, today I am drawing 1 plus salary per month. Again I am telling you, the same place where you have studied, your seniors who had studied here, they have got an opportunity to work for 1 plus 2 plus salary per month. I am talking about lakhs. And now it is your opportunity. How are you going to take the next 3 years, define yourself and see you also reach that pinnacle of earning 1 plus lakh salary per month. It's possible. And this lady who thinks that she was made to be living in the forest and she has to die in the forest, she starts thinking differently. The same forest, the same kind of girls, the same kind of nurture, the same kind of an influence. When all other girls thought that this is the place I am going to live, this is the place I am going to grow old, and this is the place I am going to take up my last breath. The fisherman's son, this is the place I am going to be a fisherman, I am going to be the biggest fisherman, and one day I am going to die as a fisherman. And you in this academic program, the next 3 years, I am going to study the next 3 years in the manner that this should actually make me get through and get into any job. The choice is yours. Now, in all these places, what kind of choices you made, that define what designation you are going to reach, what destination you are going to reach. The choice is in your hand. Based on the choice, destination is in God's hand. He will see to it. If you get onto a bus of Delhi, He will see to it somehow you are going to reach Delhi. If you get onto a bus of a train of a Kanyakumari, somehow you will definitely reach the bus of a Kanyakumari. So the choice of which bus I will have to take up, which train I will have to take up, that is in your hand. God cannot come between you and the choice. What God can do, He can help you to reach the destination because of the right choices what you made. This woman who had to live in the tribal world and she had to die as a tribal. And this man who had to live in the tribal forest means as tribals, and he had to die as a tribal. But he says, no, I want to make a big difference to South Africa, and he becomes the first president, a tribal becoming a president, and that is Nelson Mandela. To add up to that story, there was one girl who lived a tribal life all her childhood, but today she is the first citizen of India. From tribal girl to becoming the first citizen, the president of India, Draupadi Murmu. That attitude can each and every one of you sitting here develop because you have a choice. The next 3 years is a choice. You are given multiple such choices. And every time a choice is given, what is that you choose is going to define where is going to be the designation, where it is going to be your destination. Why I use a designation means I want to be a CEO of a company. Then your choices have to be far more different than the rest of them. My destination is Delhi. Then your choices has to be far more different than the person who has asked to go to Kanyakumari. You can't sit in the place where Kanyakumari bus is sitting next to a Kanyakumari person and say, I want to go to Delhi. It doesn't work like that. You will have to sit in the right place. Sometimes we ask, what is our choices we are making? Are we making stupidest choices, or are we actually not making any choices at all? This is also a big burden when you don't make choices. Let me share a beautiful story to make you understand. Most of the time we tend not to make choices. And you may look, that is something to be felt proud about. Definitely not. People don't actually look at them with a lot of proudness. They look at them and say, what stupidity it is. What foolishness is this? What is idiotic behavior is this? Let me share a beautiful story, you will understand it. I always admire my HOD who always made us learn things in a real sense. So we also had academic projects because we were engineering students, but somehow this HOD, he wanted us to experience the real world, the real place. So he had given us one project for which he told, based on how you perform in the project, I am going to decide how much marks to give for internals. It was not directly connected to my internals, but it was indirectly connected to my internals. So all the students in our batch, in the class, we wanted to give the best for this so that we get the best marks in our internals. The program was something like this. You had to occupy one such job at least for a period of 4 or 5 hours. He did not expect us to do for days together. Like we say internship, you will have to work for 1 full month. It is a beautiful system. But for us, they had brought that system earlier only, but they had given us an opportunity not for the whole week, not for the whole day, at least for 4 hours, be in the shoes of a person who is working for anything. In that, there was a list of things. Okay, the list of things was working as a clerk, working as an attendant, working as a say security guard, working as a front office executive, or working as a salesman, working as a sales executive. And one of the option was working as a conductor. We were a great fans of Rajini sir because all of us knew Rajini started his career as a conductor and today he became a superstar. So I and my group of four, all of us put together, we decided we are going to take up this vertical of being a conductor. So we went there, we took up that and we told the HOD, sir, we will take up this being a conductor for half a day. That will do, and the HOD told that's fine. When are we planning to go? We told we will go for this Sunday. Sunday from morning 6 to maybe till 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock we will do. The HOD was happy and he told I will accommodate, means I will accompany you. We never wanted the HOD to come, but still when he said I will accompany you, we told thank you sir, it will be nice. But our thank you was not really thank you. Internally we meant we don't want you to come sir. If we can go without your presence it is nice. But still we told him, yes sir, if you are coming it will be very nice of you. And we will love to have your company. But actually we hated to have his company. Because rules and regulations had to be followed. And somehow when he told he's going to come, we were helpless, we had to go. But we had made the preparation. What was the preparation? We had gone to the same bus. We actually chose the same bus which goes from Majestic to Kormangla. That was a bus which Rajni Superstar was also actually was a conductor for the same bus route. We went there, we understood how many stops are there. We understood what is the price of a full ticket, what is the price of a half ticket, what is the price for a senior citizen, how to identify if it is a pass. Now you have an electronic system. Earlier it was not an electronic system. You had papers. You had to tear the paper, punch it in the right places and hand it over to them. Because we were good in academics, we knew that this will not be a difficult task for us. So we went on the previous day, we identified the bus, we told him something like this, a project is given. The conductor accepted it with no hesitation and we told we are going to take up this Sunday. The conductor was okay, he told I will also be there, I will also accompany you. And he told yes and we were ready. We knew all the stops, we knew which is the first stop, which is the last stop, what is the price for the first stop, what is the price for the last stop. Just to prepare our there was no chance of we going wrong at all. And because we had a khaki uniform that we were using it for practicals, and with the same uniform we came on Sunday early in the morning at 6 o'clock. Our HOD was also there, we were also there, and we went there. The conductor gave us the bag, he counted how much money he had, all the changes, he handed it over to us and he told after 2-3 hours I'll join you, he told, and we were ready. So I just visualized and my three friends were ready. We thought we will take up the turn one after the other. I will be the first person, then will be my friend, then will be my friend, then will be a other. So I blew the whistle, only 2-3 passengers were there. The conductor shook hand and he told all the best. This was genuinely wishing us all the best. The driver looked back and he told all the best. All the best means all the best. All the best means maga eno kadide. Being a conductor is not easy. As soon as he told that, we could not digest it because we were engineers. You give us any book today also from the first page to the last page, I can memorize and I can verbatim vomit on anybody whom you ask me to vomit on. So much good we are because we can memorize anything given under the sky. We thought that is intelligence. But let me tell you, that is not intelligence. Most of you who are sitting here, academic performance is very, very important. I don't say no. Just academic performance will not get you a job. It will take you to an interview. For the interview doors to open, when they say I need only BCom, BBA, BCA graduate, that means it opened the door for the interview. To get through the interview with an offer letter, with an appointment letter, it will not be just academic skills, it's a lot of other skill sets which we are going to discuss now. What I thought, idರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ವಿದ್ಯೆ ಇದೆ? Let me tell you, in your life also, anything that is new, it always looks like Brahma Gyan. Artificial intelligence looks like a Brahma Gyan. Tally looks like a Brahma Gyan. SAP looks like a Brahma Gyan. Data analysis looks like a Brahma Gyan. Python programming looks like a Brahma Gyan. But after you have learnt it, it looks like monkey's business. ಕಲಿಯೋವರೆಗೂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ವಿದ್ಯೆ ಕಲ್ತ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೋತಿ ವಿದ್ಯೆ, ಸೇಮ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. We thought, what big is there in being a conductor? I know what is the cost. I know what is the price. Why should I worry? So I went to the first passenger. He told me I want to go to double road. I immediately picked up his note even before he could give. I snatched it. I gave him the ticket. I gave him the change. I looked at the driver and I told, look how fast I am. It's non-verbal. I did not say that. I looked at him and I told. Then he again told, all the best. That means something is awaiting. It was very surprising, but I also did not know something like this will come and I will learn a great lesson of my life. And you will also learn a great lesson of your life. And it so happened, I went to the second passenger. The second passenger asked him, where do you want to go? He told he wanted to go to Shivaji Nagar. Most of you are doing the same thing in your life. You're sitting in a bus which goes to Majestic and you're praying to God, God take me to Shivaji Nagar, God take me to Shivaji Nagar. And you know the bus is going in the opposite direction and you are expecting one miracle will happen and all of a sudden the same bus, instead of going to the next stop, it will actually, it will vanish itself and it will go to Shivaji Nagar. No. Ask yourself, what is the choice you have made? Is the choice which takes you to Kormangla or is your choice which takes you to Shivaji Nagar? Make the right kind of choices. Between you and the choice, God will not come. Between the choice and the destination, God will come. You have got into the bus of Kormangla. It is the responsibility of the driver and the conductor to see to it you are dropped at Kormangla. But if you get onto a bus which goes to Shivaji Nagar and pray to God, ask the conductor, I want to go to Kormangla, I want to go to Kormangla, it will not work. If your actually destination is, I want to be a businessman, then you're traveling in the same bus, but you will have to actually travel little faster. Choose along with this bus an additional bus which will take you there. I want to be a data analyst, then choose another bus along with this bus which can take you there. I want to be the number one chartered accountant for Bangalore. There is nothing less than that. Then choose something else. Choose another bus along with this academic career so that by the end of 3 years, you are landing in the right place which can take you very close to becoming a chartered accountant. Yes. You cannot jump this 3 years. These 3 years are very important for you because this 3 years is going to decide where you are going to have your future aimed at. So if the direction is not right, it will take you somewhere else and from there to come back, it will be highly impossible. And right now is the right choice. Check yourself, are you in this right bus and are you going to the right stop? Now the next person told Shivaji Nagar, I whistled, the driver stopped and I told, this bus does not go to Shivaji Nagar, please get on, go to the other compartments, zone and there you will get a bus for Shivaji Nagar, and I made him get on. I felt happy. I was able to give him the direction. But the driver was still not happy. He looked back and he told, gave a smile. In that smile he told, this is okay, but something big is going to come. I was ready, I can handle it. And I went to the next passenger. Next passenger told he wanted to go to another place which was Jayanagar. But our bus will not go to Jayanagar. But the path is the same at least for half of the entire traveling. That means till double road, he could come with us. He could get on a double road and pick up another bus which will go to Jayanagar. So I advised him, it's okay. You are a BCA, you are a BCom, you are a BA. This is okay. But just with this, can you become a chartered accountant? Just with this, I can become an entrepreneur. Just with this, can I become an amazing public speaker? Just with this, I want to study abroad MBA. No. For that, what extra I need to do? I should start working right from now. First year will get over, second year will get over. I have a third year where there will be a campus drive and I should attend that interview, what we call it as a campus drive interviews, and the interviewer should select me and say, you are given this offer, you can come immediately after your exam. I know that day will come. All of you know that day will come. But how many of you are getting ready for that day right from now? You're not going to get ready then. You will have to get ready right now, because the bus, what you are catching, it is right now. It has started. So on a daily basis, if you don't start working towards that particular experience of yours, interview, then you're not actually traveling with a right sense. You will have to make changes right now. If you don't make changes now, on the third year or on the second year, you cannot bring the changes. The driver was little impressed, but after that, the next passenger, two, three stops got over. And after every 10 passengers, we thought we will exchange, means we will change. I was a conductor, my friend will take up his choice, and then my other friend will take up. All of them would listen to me because I was little good in academics compared to all of them. So they knew if I am in good books with Malik sir, he's going to help me with the notes, he's going to help me with the difficult lessons. So I had an opportunity of taking decisions, and I would always take up my first choice. So that way, after the 10th passenger, I was supposed to hand over the bag to my friend. I was not ready. Ask me why. Otherwise, I'll stop. Ask me why. Why? Because the 10th passenger and the 11th passenger was a very beautiful looking girl. So beautiful, she was actually looking like a film actress only. Now, how could I miss this opportunity of actually trying to, I don't say influence her. Somehow, I wanted to talk to her. I just wanted to give her a ticket, that's all. It was a feeling of ours of that age. कुछ मत करो, ticket तो दे दो. And I told, no, we will change after 12. 10 is not working, we will change after 12. Then I went up to that girl. I wanted to impress her. The very purpose of why you come to the college, you come with the best of the best clothes. You come with the best of the best style. You come with the best of the best perfumes. You want to impress. You want to set a table right, and you want to impress. You want to give value addition on a daily basis and prove that you are the best. That is how we humans are. But slowly what happens, that energy level of yours which was very high, it drops. Slowly you will start coming with ordinary shoes. Slowly you will start coming with chappals. Slowly you will remove the socks from the shoe, and only with the shoe you will come. Slowly you will remove the top button, and without the top collar button you will start coming. You make your life easy because there is nobody who is going to correct you from top to bottom like they corrected us in the primary school. Why? Because we thought you have grown up, you are matured enough, you can take care of yourself. But in primary, this did not happen. The teacher used to watch from top to bottom, check even the socks, ask you to remove the shoe and check whether your white socks was looking white or was it looking yellowish. If it was looking a little yellowish, you used to ask, tell your mother to wash it properly. Yes, these disciplines, it made us very uncomfortable then, but these disciplines were a must for us. You never dare to go late. You never dare to go without full uniform. Even if the socks was little dirty, you should tell your mom, cry and tell her, no, I'm not going to wear this cloth. If you are not getting me a socks which is white in color, I will not go to the school. That discipline was how we were brought up, and that discipline had to be carried. If my hairs were too long, I used to fear and I used to say, Mama, my hair is too long. I don't want my teacher or principal to say in front of everybody that I need to cut the hair. I always want to be a person where my ma'am looks at me and says, wow, neatly dressed. Today you don't actually cut your hair. Today you don't come with a neat iron clothes. Today you don't wear the formal clothes that you are supposed to wear. Initially you will do. First one you will do. But that consistency is not there. When you don't maintain that consistency, then you are going far away from your goal. You are going far away from your dream. Most of you don't realize, if anybody is going to actually hit that pinnacle, if this Chaiwala is considered as the longest serving Prime Minister of India, it was because on a daily basis he started following it without breaking the rule. He was never absent for his office, even on Sundays, and used to work 365 days, 24 hours a day. For every one of us, there was an excuse of jet lag. For every one of us, there was an excuse of what we call Sunday. For every one of us, there was an excuse what we call it as festivals. For every one of us, there was an excuse called as national holidays. And we always use that excuse to enjoy our holidays. But this man, the same places, the same excuses meant that that day I can do something different. Something different so that in the normal days which I cannot do. And he consistently started doing that from the time he was a chief minister, and as per the records of everybody who were responsible in his office as a chief minister of Gujarat and as a prime minister of Gujarat, there is written records which says that he never took off even for half a day. Why? Because he was a man of conviction. He put nation first. There is a choice in you. What do you want to put first? Every time a choice is given, do you know God plays a beautiful trick? ಪ್ರತಿ ಸತಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೊಂದು ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಆ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ he gives you two emotional feeling. ಎರಡು ತರ emotional feeling he gives. One is pleasure, one more is pain. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಇರಲಿ, it will be, let it be a very simple situation. Alarm rings at 5 o'clock and you need to get up because you had decided from tomorrow, because I am doing my graduation, I will not be the person who is going to sleep till 6. I will get up at 5. You fix up an alarm at 5 and the alarm rings. The moment the alarm rings, you are already awake. You did not wake up, but you are awake. You have a choice to make. When you are going to make this choice, you actually make this choice based on what experience you gain out of those two choices. Getting up early in the morning, as soon as the alarm rings, you are not comfortable. It's a painful experience. Because that is the time when you actually feel you get a very good sound sleep. So what do you say? No, I don't want to get up. I'm not saying I'm not going to get up, but right now I don't want to get up. You make the choice and you choose pleasure over pain. Getting up was painful. Not getting up was pleasurable. You chose pleasure. Every time the teacher explains you something, the teacher insists that you will have to write. Writing is painful, so you say, I will only listen. Listening is pleasurable, so you want to listen. You don't want to write because you made a choice between pain and pleasure. Because the topic was difficult, the teacher says, write it once. There are few who write it not once, they write it thrice, because they know if they write it once, they will understand it. If they write it thrice, they will master the subject. So they write it thrice. Why? They know writing it 3 times will give them so much of benefit, but you make a choice. Writing it once itself is difficult. When will you write it 3 times? No. Why? What did you do? You exactly choose pleasure over pain. Now we will ask how this pleasure is going to work with us. Do you think this pleasure will consistently give you pleasure and this pain will consistently give you pain? It's not so. Every time waking up it was painful, but still you woke up, you studied. Still you woke up, you studied. Every time the teacher asked you to write, you wrote not once, multiple times, because you knew writing it multiple times will help me to learn better. So every time when the choice of doing came, you chose pain over pleasure, and you knew because you choose that pain, this pain which is painful now, painful tomorrow, painful day after tomorrow, it will not be painful once the exam results are announced. You will experience what is called as permanent pleasure. Your 10th standard result will be a permanent pleasure for lifetime. Your plus 2 result will be a permanent pleasure for lifetime. But why did that permanent pleasure happen to you? Because you volunteered and you took up that temporary pain. So what does the wording go? Anything that is pleasurable today will always be painful in future. You did not get up, you did not write the assignment, you did not write the notes. All these choices you made because you wanted a pleasure, and finally when an exam comes, you will have a permanent pain for your lifetime because your marks is far more lower than your friend who was ready to take up pain every time a choice was given. That is the only difference. Why did this Chaiwala become the greatest Prime Minister of India, longest serving Prime Minister of India? Because every time he had a choice, he did not choose pleasure, he chose pain. Why was this fisherman's son able to become the missile man of India, the great Abdul Kalam? Why? Because every time there was a choice, I should study, I should not study, I should enjoy fishing, I should not be enjoying fishing, I should go to school, I should start studying. He took up the painful one, and when he consistently took up that painful one, he started enjoying the pleasure. He became the greatest president, and he is also called as a missile man of India. If Operation Sindhu was very, very successful, all the credit goes to this missile man of India, the great Abdul Kalam. Why? Because he made this choice of accepting pain regularly. If in your life, the next 3 years, if you can volunteer yourself, push yourself to pain on a regular basis, then after the 3 years, you will enjoy such permanent pleasure you cannot imagine at all. So the choice is always yours. Let us repeat. Initial pain. All of you repeat. Initial pain gives you permanent pleasure. Initial pleasure gives you permanent pain. So what should be your choice? ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ರೈಟ್ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು? ನಾನು ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಇಲ್ಲ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಮೈ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ by doing what I am experiencing what. If I am experiencing pleasure, I will not do that. Going through the Facebook reels consistently, it's a pleasurable thing. But if you experience that pleasure now, exams will be painful, your job will be painful, your salary also will be painful. Instead, I don't want this social media to be bothering me. I will volunteer myself not to use social media. I will only keep studying. That choice of yours of taking that pain will give you permanent pleasure because you get the best job with the best company with the best salary. And you live in the best home. Because of the choices what you made earlier, you cannot. So again, it is always the choice. We will come back to the story. I went up to that girl. I wanted to impress the girl. I wanted to impress even my friends. I wanted to impress even my HOD because everybody were walking. The style at which I went up to the girl, everybody were watching with focus lights. Sometimes your eyes open and it looks like, why are you staring like that? Everybody was staring at me. I thought nothing to worry. I will go, and I went up to her and I told her something. Same thing, ma'am, where do you want to go? In English. What do you think that girl would have told that my heart nearly went to the driver and driver pushed it back? What do you think the girl would have told, the beautiful looking girl? A very neatly dressed, tight jeans, tight t-shirts. She was like a heroine. And I went up to her and I told, ma'am, where do you want to go? And she told something for which my heart went to the driver and the driver pushed it back. Who told all the best. ಏನು ಹೇಳಿರಬಹುದು? Make a guess. Anybody? Are you listening? You know the story, na? Okay. What do you think she would have told? Boys? Because you can feel it. The moment I told beautiful girl, the mukhagulu aralbittu. The moment I told they were looking with a bull's eye and ನಿಮ್ಮ eyes gudu bull's ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತು. It's natural. Okay. Now, what do you think? ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿರಬಹುದು? So that I would have got my heart going to the driver and coming back. Bhaiya andidre I would have been happy. See, being a brother to a beautiful girl is something to be proud of. Okay. Anything else? Bhaiya ho gaya. Then brother also ho gaya. Okay, uncle also assume. Uncle also is okay. Uncle also is okay. Now I don't have so much affairs, but 20, 25, 30 years back, lot of that. Looking very fair. So, let me continue with the story. I was getting ready to impress her. I wanted her to tell one stop and give me some money. I will pick up that money, pick up the right ticket, give it to her, give back the change, and once look at the driver and say, look how fast I was. I was getting ready. I went up to her and I asked, ma'am, where do you want to go? You know what she told? Excuse me, I really don't know where I want to go. Give me wherever you want. How will you handle that? See, you can handle somebody who says, I want to go to this stop. I can handle somebody who says, what is next stop? I wanted to go to the next stop. I still can handle. I go to somebody and I ask, where do you want to go? And that girl says, I really don't know where I want to go. Give me wherever I want. How will you make a choice? I thought she's pulling the leg and I told her, ma'am, do you want to go to the last stop? Shall I give you the last stop? At least there she should make a decision, yes or no. I really don't know. Give me wherever you want. ಬಾಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಕ್ಕ ಡಾಗು ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳ ಹೆಸರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೈಗಳನ್ನು ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು. ಎಚ್ ಓ ಡಿ ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಇವರು ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಐ ಕುಡ್ ನಾಟ್. I had kept it everything below the throat because ear means it will make sound. Now I asked my friend, come, you wanted to come, not come. They told, no, I don't want to come. After 12, I will come. Now, along with that girl, one handsome boy was already sitting. Most of you were thinking a lot of things. They were two friends only, Valentine only. Now, I did not know what to do, but I thought, let me give a try once again with this girl. Maybe I spoke to her in English. That may be the reason she is trying to pull my leg. So I went up to her and I said, Akka, same tone, na? Akka, ellu hogbekakka? She also very arrogantly said, Anna, ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ ಅಣ್ಣ, ನನ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಣ್ಣ, ಎಲ್ಗಾನ ಕೊಡಣ್ಣ. ಶಿ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೈಜ್ಗಳು ಏನಾದ್ರು ಇದ್ರೆ ಹಂಗೆ ತೆಗೆದು ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋವಷ್ಟು ಸಿಟ್ಟು ಬಂದಿತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ HOD is watching. Everybody else is watching. Now I went to the next person and asked him, sir, where do you want to go? He also told, did you not hear what my friend told? We really don't know where we want to go. Give us wherever you want. ನಮಗೆ ಬರ್ತಿರೋ ಸಿಟ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸು ರೆಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಕಮ್, ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ they are not ready. They told after 15 we will take, because they did not know what else will come. The driver looked back at me and he told all the best. When he told all the best, for the first time I understood it's not easy to be a conductor. It's not easy to be God. It's not at all easy to be God. It's not at all easy to be a God's driver also, who is ready to take you to wherever you want if you have got onto the right bus. With all that in my mind, I was totally confused, and immediately at that moment we were at the stop of double road. One elderly person got up, and along with that, with him, one 25-year-old man. He was getting up, but he was acting like a child. He could not even behave like a normal person. He was holding his father's collar like this and he was shaking. I could make out that some problem would have been there. They would have come for a small counseling in Nimans. Without even hesitating, I gave him the place and I also gave him the ticket, because it was from double road to Nimans. It was only 3 stops. I gave him the ticket. I made them sit comfortably. Looking at that boy, I understood how much blessed all of us are. How much blessed all of us are. We are not mentally retarded. God has given us intelligence. I felt good. I forgot this girl. I forgot this boy. Right at that moment, Nimans stop came. Immediately the driver stopped. None of my friends wanted to take the chance. They told they will take up in the next trip. 2 girls disturbed. 1 girl, 1 boy disturbed everybody. The driver stopped. Immediately I told this elderly person, sir, nim stop bandide, please get down. He got down. The driver shouted loudly, sir, avribbru loose ಗಳು ಕೂತಿದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇಳಿಸ್ಬಿಡಿ ಅಂತ. We made them get down there. We will stop the story there. For a bus journey, which is from Majestic to Kormangla, maximum stops could be 8 to 10 stops. When somebody does not know where he wants to go, if we are calling them all sorts of scoldings we wanted to pour on to them, ask yourself, all of you sitting here, all of you want to live for at least 80-90 years? ದೇವೇಗೌಡರು 85-90 ರೀಚ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ. Now ask yourself, where do you want to go? You have got onto this bus, Patil college bus, you have got onto. But where do you want the driver to give you the ticket? He gives you the ticket what you ask for. Infosys, 1 lakh plus salary. That should be your ticket, what you are going to ask the conductor. He is ready. He never says no. He is ready. But is there a doubt that this bus will not take you to 1 lakh? No. It has taken in the past. There is a beautiful saying, where there is a will, can you repeat it? Where there is a will, there is a way. Moorsati, where there is a will, there is a way. Where there is a will, there is a way. No, let us rephrase it. There is always a way. Ask yourself, do you have the will? A tribal woman could become a president. You are a graduate living in the city. You should become much more than a president. A chaiwala has already become the longest serving Prime Minister of India. You are not a chaiwala. Never your father has told you go and sell tea and earn for yourself. You are already in a better place. That means when I look according to the science, you can reach far more than that place. A fisherman's son has become a missile man of India. When his parents did not know how to count money, numbering they did not know, 1, 2, 3, 4 they did not knew. And if he has become the greatest scientist, I know your parents are not scientists, but still, where can you go? There is always a way. Do you have the will? Again, there is always a way. Do you have the will? The same bus has taken to 1 lakh plus salary. The same bus has made chartered accountants. The same bus has given entrepreneurs. But are you ready? Do you have that will? Again, I am telling you, for anybody's success, nobody else is responsible. Who is responsible for my success? Answer this question. My parents are responsible? Do you think Abdul Kalam's parents were responsible for him to become a scientist? My brothers and sisters were responsible? No. Modi ji's distant cousin brothers and sisters are still chaiwalas only. They were not responsible for their future. Draupadi Murmu's cousin sisters are still in the forest and they have lived as a forest. Many of their cousin sisters have died. They lived there and they died there. They lived a mediocre life and they have ended their mediocre life. Ask yourself, are you going to live that mediocre life or are you going to live life out of conviction? Again, I am telling you, let us answer this beautiful question. Dushman kahan hai? Dushman bagal mein nahi hai. Dushman andar hai. If you don't get up at 4 o'clock, your parent is not responsible. Dushman wahan nahi tha. Dushman po. You did not get up. A choice was there. You can study every day for 4 hours. Every assignment your teacher gives, you have a choice. You can write it 10 times. Who has stopped you at the gunpoint telling don't write it 10 times? Choice was there. Did you do it? No. Kyun? Dushman bagal mein nahi hai. Andar hai. You did not make up your mind. If Modi ji is successful, no dushman from outside will come. Modi ji himself would have become a dushman, but he told, I will not be a dushman of myself, I will be a dost of myself. Can you become that friend of yours? There is a choice. Dhurandhar 3 is released. Today, a very important class is there. I know Dhurandhar 3 should be watched. But class and Dhurandhar 3, if the choice is Dhurandhar 3, then you will go Duru only, Duryodhana only. You cannot become Arjuna or Yudhishthira. Why? The choice was that. But there is one man, he will come to the class, he will study till evening, he will go for a second show, and next day he will come alert, and none of you will know that he had watched the second show movie and he would have come. Why? Because his attention in the class has not even changed 1%. Why? His conviction of this and that, he has managed it properly. You should also learn to manage, or else you will live a mediocre life and you will die a mediocre life. Again, I am telling you, if you die a mediocre life, you are committing a biggest sin. It is a moral responsibility of good people to occupy the highest pedestal. Why? If good people go to the topmost places, enough good will happen to the society. If a man like Modi occupies the highest pedestal, enough good will happen to the society. If a man like Abdul Kalam becomes the president, enough good will happen to the entire society. If Osama goes into the highest pedestal, only bad shall happen to the world. If Hitler goes up to the highest responsibility, more bad shall happen to the world. The choice is always yours. Now sitting here, any kind of a conductor, God is coming in different forms. Maybe in the form of a teacher, maybe in the form of an HOD, maybe in the form of a trainer like me. And I am telling you, you have that in you. You can reach that highest pinnacle and you have all the options of reaching there. But for that, you should make a choice. You should make the decision. God only helps those who are ready to help themselves. Ask yourself, are you ready to help yourself? Because God cannot come and make the choice of what you will have to take. But based on the choice taking you to the destination, that the conductor can do. You should tell the conductor, I wanted to go to this particular place. He will say, this bus will not go. Go to another bus. But sitting there without actually taking the decision, making the choice, you are creating a big blunder in your life. Now your next 3 years, every day you will have such opportunity to make right kind of choices. You should tell yourself, my choices should be taking me to the destination. That strong feeling when you have, you can do miracles. Because there is always a way. The only thing is, do you have the will? You should make up that will. See, there are two kinds of people. People who want to achieve what they want to achieve, come what may. These are the people who have a mind of willingness. We call it as mind of willingness. Can you repeat it? Mind of willingness. Once, twice. Mind of willingness. One more. Mind of willingness. There is another set of people who don't have a mind of willingness. We call that as mind of unwillingness. Even if there is a 1% of unwillingness, 1% of unwillingness is not called as willingness. So 99% willingness hai. 1% unwillingness hai. You don't come to a category of willingness, you go to a category of unwillingness. See, ratio of negative jitna zyada hai, that is not exactly the equation. Equation is, if you have negative, that means you are negative only. Power of negative is very high. If I have 1% also an unwillingness, it is not considered as willingness, it is considered as you have an unwillingness, that's all. But I have 99% willingness, it will not be counted. How much of willingness will be counted? 100% willingness will be counted. If you can surrender with that 100% willingness, miracles will happen. For a Draupadi Murmu to become the greatest president, that 100% willingness was there. For this so-called Draupadi to call Krishna, she wanted that 100% willingness. With 99%, with 50%, with 25% willingness, she wouldn't have been capable of calling that great Krishna. Why? Look at the situation how it was. When all the five husbands, they get into that place where they are supposed to gamble, the first was Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira gets into that place and he says, Krishna should not be here. He will not feel good about it. And he comes here. That means he is praying, Krishna, don't come. Next will be Bhima. Bhima also says this. On repeated saying, we are doing this gambling, Krishna will not like it. Somehow let Krishna not know that we have got into gambling again. He also tells the same thing. Arjuna also tells the same thing. Nakula also tells the same thing. Sahadeva also tells the same thing. When you yourself have told the God you don't need to come, how will he come? Because your choice has to be valued. He cannot actually continue without valuing your ask. The conductor will have to value your ask. If she says, I don't know, give me wherever I want, I should value you. But how will I value that? I cannot. That's the reason we say God can only help those who can help themselves. At least tell me where you want to go. See, this entire world is like a genie's place. You need not rub the genie and expect the genie to come and say, your wish is my command master, what do you want for me? No, it is not required for that to happen. The genie is always there ready. We call them as positive genies and negative genies. The moment you say positive, the positive genies will come up to you and it will say, your wish is my command and it shall be fulfilled. The moment you say negative, there is a negative genies whom we call devils. The devils will come and say, your wish is my command master, it shall be done. That's the reason we say, do you have a strong willingness that I want to reach the top? If it is there, the genie will always come and say, your wish is my command, I will make it happen. But do you think you will hold on to that for a longer time? No. All of you, the moment you started this college, what was that one thing that was running in your mind? Nobody wanted to get into a college and say, I should be the last person. No. All of us always get into a college telling this, I want to be the first person. If the results come, when I see the 10th standard result, when I see the 12th standard result, every time what I say, I want to be the topmost person. When you see the result, what is the feeling? You look at the result, somewhere your name is there and you say, this is not my result. This result nandalla. ನಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು ಓದಿದ್ರೆ my result would have been there. You tell to yourself, nobody else is telling. You only tell yourself, ನಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು ಓದಿದ್ರೆ in the 10th standard, you would have told my result would have been here. In second PUC, when you saw the result, either online or on the notice board, your mind again told, ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬಹುದಿತ್ತು if I would have worked harder, but again I have come here. So, none of us want to be next. All of us want to be on the top. But for the top to happen, consistent hard work also has to be put. For you to reach that pinnacle of getting the highest paid job, getting the highest paid salary, all this will never happen without you making right kind of choices right from now, though, because the destination and the start has already happened. Now you will have to help the conductor, you will have to help the driver to take you to the destination and the place where you want. The driver will say, you need this, you need this, you need this, you will have to give that. Just like the driver expects you to pay money, and the destination also expects you to learn few things so that the conductor can help you go there and get you whatever you wanted. Job in Infosys, job in Accenture, being an entrepreneur, being a scientist, being a chartered accountant. All these are different choices. It will come, it will automatically come. But do you have that in you that you are ready to say, right now also, this is the place I want to go? Most of you have not yet decided. The choice of some of you getting into BCom also, I don't say it is exactly this, but somewhere it is a herd mentality only. What is herd mentality? When there is a group of a herd of sheep, you need not control the entire sheep. You pick up one sheep, you take him, the rest will simply follow. And all of us are human, but we still have that herd mentality. We follow whatever friends follow. Let me share. It may look a little funny, but seriously ask yourself, were you not influenced your choices based on the same kind of attitude? I'll take up a girl only as an example. It can be boy also. ಹೀಗೆ ಒಂದಿನ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಯಾವಾಗ 10th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ. ಫಾದರ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್, ಮದರ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್, and the daughter is there. You can assume father, mother, and son is there. So all of you are sitting. Father will ask, hey, you have got a good percentage, very nice in 10th standard. What do you want to take up now? You are again confused. Just like a conductor came and he told, hello, Bikama, I don't know where I want. You won't say that to your father, but you will sit like you don't know anything. Then the father will say, you don't want to go anywhere, what is your choice? Then mother will come. ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ ಬಿಡಿ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಚಿಕ್ಕವಳು, ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಮ್ಮ, ಪಕ್ಕದ ಮನೆ ಲತಾ ಯಾವ ಕೋರ್ಸಿಗೆ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ? ಅದೇ ಪಟೇಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಗೆ. ಯಾವ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಗೆ? ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ಗೆ. ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡು, ಹೋಗೋಕೆ ಬರೋಕೆ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ನೀನು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡು. ವಾಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್? ಯುವರ್ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ವಾಸ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಹರ್ಡ್ ಮೆಂಟಾಲಿಟಿ. ಪಕ್ಕದ ಮನೆ ಲತಾ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ PUC ಆಯಿತು, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ PUC ಆಯಿತು, ಲತನ್ಗಿಂತ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸೇ ಬಂತು. ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕುಂತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಡ್ಯಾಡ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ. ಹುಡುಗ ಕುಂತಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಡ್ಯಾಡ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಏನು ಮಗ ಈಗ ಹೇಗಿದ್ರು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ PUC ನಿನಗೆ ರಮೇಶನ್ಗಿಂತ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಡು ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಅಪ್? ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಯು ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ಮಮ್ಮಿ. ಅಮ್ಮ, ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಸ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಯು, whom do you want to marry? Amma, no, you tell your choice. Then he says, ಮಗನಿಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂಗಂತೀರಾ? ಪಕ್ಕದ ಮನೆ ರಮೇಶ ಅವನು ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂತಾನೆ? ಪಟೇಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪಲ್ಲೇ ಅವನು BCom ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂತಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡು, ನೀನು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಬಿಡು. ಇಟ್ ಲುಕ್ಸ್ ನೈಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್. ಜಾಬು ಸಿಕ್ತು, ಜಾಬ್ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿಕ್ತು ಬೇಡ, ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಫಾಸ್ಟಾಗಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಜಾಬ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದೇ ಜಾಬ್ಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರು. ಯಾವ ಜಾಬ್ಗೆ? ಲತಾ ಹೋಗಿ ಜಾಬ್ಗೇನೆ. ಅದು ಓಕೆ, ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಡ್. ಇವನು ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ರಮೇಶ ಹೋಗಿದ್ ಕಂಪನಿಗೇನೆ ಹೋದ, ಅವನು ಅಕೌಂಟೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಇವನು ಅಕೌಂಟೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋದ, ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಓಕೆ. ಮದುವೆ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ, ಸಾರಿ, ವಯಸ್ಸಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಮದುವೆ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂತಾರೆ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿನೂ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕಂಪನಿಲೂ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ, ಲತನ್ ಕಂಪನಿಲೇ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ, ಒಳ್ಳೇದು. ಈಗ ಹುಡುಗನ ಏನಾದ್ರು ನೀನೇ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ಯಾ, ನಾವೇನಾದ್ರು ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಾ ಅಂದಾಗ, ಅಮ್ಮ ದಗ್ಮಾ, ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ಯೋರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್, ಯು ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಡೂ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಪಕ್ಕದ ಮನೆಯವರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಟಿವಿ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಆ ರೋಡಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೂ ಅದೇ ಟಿವಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಪಕ್ಕದ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಆ ರೋಡಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಅಮ್ಮನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೂ ಅದೇ ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಹರ್ಡ್ ಮೆಂಟಾಲಿಟಿ, ಬಟ್ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಚೇಂಜ್. ಆವಾಗ ತಾಯಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡು, ಲತಾ ಯಾರನ್ನ ಮದುವೆ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇನ್ನು ಮದುವೆ ಆಗಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಯಾರನ್ನೇ ಮದುವೆ ಆಗಲಿ ಬಿಡು, ನೀನು ಅವ್ರನ್ನೇ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಹೋಗೋ ಬರೋಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಬಾಕಿ ರಮೇಶ್ ಯಾರನ್ನ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿ, ನೀನು ರಮೇಶನ್ನೇ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರ ತಂಗಿನ ಅಕ್ಕನ ಇದೆ ಯಾರು ಇಲ್ವಾ, ಸರಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನೇ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡು. ವೈ ಯು ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ದಟ್ ಅನುಕೂಲ? ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಲುಕ್ ಫನಿ. If your friend raises his hand to become a volunteer for a blood donation camp, you will also raise. If your friend does not raise, you will not raise. That means your friend will marry somebody, you will also go and marry the same. Ask yourself, why are you not different? God does not create duplicates. Even in twins, they are not duplicates. God always creates unique things. He creates only masterpieces. And every piece like that is a masterpiece only. Respect yourself because you were the unique one. In the past, infinite of the time that has passed, there was nobody like you. Right now, in the present, there is nobody like you. In the infinite of time to come in the future, there will never be anybody like you. You are the rarest of the rarest. You are that unique piece. You are that masterpiece. You are that masterpiece. Believe in that. And your choice has to be based on yours. It should not be based on what your friends are doing, what your neighbors are doing. They can influence you. They can definitely influence you. Again, I'm telling you, for your success, you're only responsible. And for your failure, again, you're only responsible. For all the cousins of Modi's who did not make up to the biggest caliber, they were only responsible. For all these Abdul Kalams and near and dear ones, they were only responsible. For all the tribals who lived along with Draupadi Murmu, they themselves were responsible because they did not make that painful choice. If you are not growing in your life, ನೀವು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ರೀಸನ್ಗೆ ಗ್ರೋ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋ ತರ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಅನ್ಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಆದ್ರೆ, ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್: ಆಮ್ ಐ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ಟು ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ಲಿ ಪೇನ್? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಪೇನ್ಫುಲ್ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ಸ್ ನ ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ತಗೊಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀನ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮ್ ಕೆರಿಯರ್ ನಿಂತಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ಲಿ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಪೇನ್ಫುಲ್ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ಸ್ which is going to give you pain, that means you have not made the right decision at all. So it is very, very important. Always remember, Manushya Janma is one of the greatest life that God can gift onto you. There is a saying, after so many incarnation, after so many generation, you get a gift of life to be born as a human. And right now, you have the greatest gift that you are born as a human. But when you die and the judgment day comes, even the judge who is sitting there, he should feel happy about you. He should say, wow, you have lived a life which is so beautiful. You did not waste a human life. Everybody has that answer to be given. Did you waste your human life by living a mediocre life, or did you make use of that life fruitfully so that you will feel proud? When Abdul Kalam died, the same judgment day, that man would have been happy. Great was your life. You lived a legendary life and you have died legendary. Chanakya, you lived a legendary life. You died legendary. Hitler, even that judgment day, people would have actually told him, we don't have space for you here, get lost. Because that is the life what you have lived. So on a daily basis, you will have to ask yourself, what is that life you want to live? Now, spoken about all this, what is the biggest hindrance all of us face in our academics? You need to make one small shift in what you are going to do. That is one of the biggest negative attitudinal disciplines that you have in life, which spoils you from achieving whatever you wanted to achieve. Let me explain you like this. I gave you the example of that result sheet. When you watch that result, what was going on in your mind? ಈಗ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ PUC ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೂ ಏನು ಅನಿಸಿತ್ತು? This result is not mine. Next year I will seriously study. Most of you would have told. You will make a planning there because there is a winning attitude in every one of us. But every winning attitude should be compensated with the right kind of decisions. Just because the decisions are painful, that winning attitude, when it is not accompanied with the right kind of decision, you cannot fly high. You will remain mediocre and you will die as a mediocre. Chaiwala will die as a chaiwala. Fisherman will die as a fisherman. Tribal woman will die as a tribal woman. But when you make lot of painful choices, lots and lots of painful choices, the flight will take up high and you will start flying high. It is a normal science experiment. Without this pain, the birds cannot fly. You need to take this pain. After consistently taking this pain and you are at a particular attitude, then you need not actually take this pain anymore. You just slide, you will be able to go along with the air. But for you to reach that place, you need to take that pain. So looking at that result, you say, I think I have really not worked hard, I have not worked smart. Academic year of graduation shuru agli, I will seriously work anta most of you would have told when you saw that result. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, immediately the planning will happen. I know in my college days I used to waste a lot of time between one class to another class. I used to waste a lot of time between the lunch breaks. I used to waste a lot of time coming from the college to home. I used to waste a lot of time after coming from the college not studying, just wasting my time playing with people, gossiping, talking to friends. So this time I will not be like that. And I still remember I used to never get up early in the morning. I knew getting up early in the morning is very important. Somehow I did not do that. But from now on I will do. You make this decision. First day of the college, what you say, come what may, I will get up at 4 o'clock. You fix an alarm also. Why? You never wanted to be the same person and see the result in that place. You wanted your result to be there. So you make up some plans. But will you execute that plan? That is where the problem arises. Starting trouble. You will not execute those plans. So ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, first day of college ಬರುತ್ತೆ, alarm will ring. Will you get up? No. As soon as the alarm rings, there is a willingness of getting up, maybe 50%. But even if there is a 50% non-willingness to get up, you cannot make a choice of getting up. Why? In non-willingness, what you give is called as excuses. ನನಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಯೂಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಏನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಯೂಸ್? ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಅಪ್. Instead of 5 o'clock, I will get up at 5:30, you snooze. Or when your mother calls up, you wanted to get up on the first day at 5 o'clock, that is what you told as soon as you saw the second PUC result. Today is the first day, 5 o'clock the alarm has already rung, you have still not got up, I am coming to wake you up, will you wake up? She comes and she taps you. Immediately you look up your mom and say, Mama, first day only na. If there is a 100% willingness, you will get up. When there is a 50% willingness and 50% non-willingness, what you will say? I'm not saying, Mama, I'm not saying I'm not going to get up. Instead of 5 o'clock, I'll get up at 5:30, you wake me up at 5. Mother goes and sleeps and again she comes back at 5:30, she again wakes you up. Will you get up? Mama, first day 5:30 or 6 o'clock, it is the same na. You do like this, Mama, 6 o'clock, 100% I will wake up, you wake me at 6 o'clock. She again goes back and she comes back at 6 o'clock and wakes you up. Do you know what really happened here? One of the biggest negative hurdle is starting trouble. You were not able to start because there was 1% or 50% non-willingness or 99% non-willingness. It does not care. When there is non-willingness, solutions will not be born. Excuses will be born. So you got into that starting trouble just to excuse yourself. What did you say? I'm not saying I'm not going to get up. I will get up. But ಈಗ ಎದ್ದೇಳೋ ಬದಲು 5:30 ಎದ್ದೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ you pushed it. 5:30 ಎದ್ದೇಳೋ ಬದಲು 6 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಎದ್ದೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ you pushed it. That is what we call postponing, procrastination. The biggest hurdle between ordinary people and extraordinary people is ordinary people get into the starting trouble and procrastination. Extraordinary people, they never procrastinate, they never get into starting trouble. If they are told they will get up at 5, they will get up at 5, come what may. When you don't honor your own words, how will you honor other words? How will people believe you when you don't believe yourself? If somebody says, can you definitely come by 6 o'clock, because he knows. You're not that person, that personality where you say 6 o'clock and you're going to be at 6. No, you were never that person. They also won't trust you, you also won't trust you. And you will say, if I've told 6, at least by 6:30 I will come. What is that? If you can come by 6:30, say it as 6:30. So that becomes your attitude in everything what you do. So 5 o'clock will not remain. 5 becomes 5:30, 5:30 becomes 6. You consistently keep on procrastinating. When you keep on procrastinating, you will fix up one more starting time, 5:30. When that 5:30 comes, you will fix up one more for 6 o'clock. When the 6 o'clock comes, you fix up one more 7. 7 anyway you will get up because it's only 45 minutes left for you to go to college. You will hurry get up, do everything in a hurry. That means you started your day not in a normal right manner, in a very negative manner, and this continues every day, and you will definitely become a very unsuccessful man. Why? Because it was your choice. And you had also told in the first day of the college, I will not waste between the classes. First day of the college, Ango Ingo college banbidri. Because you never told I'm going to miss the college. First day the teacher did the lesson. Because it was the first day, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ lessons ಮಾಡಕ್ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು 45 ನಿಮಿಷ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು 15 minutes ನಿಮಗೆ free time ಕೊಟ್ಟು. When that 15 minutes was there, you should have immediately picked up the paper and pen because you had told I'm going to study. ಬಟ್ ನೀವು ಪೇನು ಪೇಪರ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇನ್ನೇನು ಶುರು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಯು ಪುಷ್ ಟು ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ because everybody is watching you. Next period you will push it to the next period. That next you will push it to the afternoon. Lunch break and everything I will do. But once the lunch break comes, you will say I'll do like this. After the lunch break, the first class I will do. Then you push it. Then you say evening when I go to home I will do. Then you will push it. Then you will say next day I will do, and you will push it to tomorrow. But tomorrow when it does not happen, when there is more to tomorrow, you will say tomorrow is not happening. From next Monday onwards, I will seriously study, and you push it to next Monday. Next Monday one direct sati adaga, so somehow next Monday is not happening. I will do like this. Next month ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. Next month first I will start off. Next month first bandaga day to day work you are doing. I'm not saying you are not doing day to day work. But everything you are not doing as per the plan what you made when you saw the result and you wanted to push from 80% to 90%. But at that 90% ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂದಾಗ ನೀವು ಈ ತರ ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ you were supposed to get up ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ every day between the classes you were supposed to write the homework and lunch hour ನಮ್ಗೆ 1 hour ಬೇಡ 10 minutes lunch ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು in ಮಿಕ್ಕಿ time ಅಲ್ಲಿ I will prepare for the 4 lessons because this is how you will have to plan your next 3 years. ನೀವು ಪಕ್ಕದವ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ but your decision has to be yours because your career and his career are different. You are not going to marry the same person. So plan it right from now. When you don't do it, you postpone it. Monday becomes next month first bandaga no. Next month first 100% I will do. You push it to next month first. Agdale iddaga you look for an alternative because you are not saying you are not going to do. You are reading, but you are reading to get 80%, not 95%. ಅಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಮುಗ್ದಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮುಗಿಸಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮುಗಿಸಿರುತ್ತೆ. Your percentage was 80 only, you were expecting 95. Slowly what you do, let Ayush Puja come, I will start seriously studying. Let Yugadi come, I will start seriously studying. Let New Year come, I will start seriously studying. Again you procrastinate, 80 ne bartide. Then slowly you realize in 80 bandre that, do you think that is not a good marks? If it is not 95, I will definitely get 90. The goal of 95 becomes 90. After midterm, you still got 80 only, then you will say, it's okay, 95 barlila, 90 barlila, but I will definitely get 85, you bring it to 85. But when the Deepavali came also, you did not start to study seriously, early in the morning, late in the night, and then you know, in 80% barorella manushralva, you give an excuse. Excuse is a truth in a wrong place. From the willingness womb, solutions are born. ನಾನು ಏನೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು I want to achieve it, solutions are born. Second PUC pass. It's a great example. There is a very super hit movie, Second PUC failed. Second PUC he failed, but he was able to actually get IAS and IPS with top ranking. Why? Because he had that willingness. For the first time he transformed his non-willingness, which was a part of himself, to willingness. Come what may, I want to be an IAS IPS officer. He becomes. Come what may, I want to serve the country. He becomes from a chai baller to prime minister. Come what may, I want to set an example for all the tribals who live in the forest that they should not live and die in the forest. They can also occupy the topmost place, and she occupied the topmost place. The first citizen is not the prime minister. The first citizen is the president of India, and that is Draupadi Murmu. Choice was made by her. You will have to just make the choice and tell the conductor, मुझे बनना है. The conductor knows, he will instruct the driver to drop you to the right place, and he gives you instruction also to pick up whatever other bus you want, and you can reach the destination. Very simple. When you consistently keep on doing this, that is called as the biggest problem, procrastination problem, andre postponing problem. For the next 3 years, you will have to build an attitude which should strongly say, I will not procrastinate come what may. Today's work, I'm going to do it today only. If I don't do that, whatever starting trouble it do, it led to procrastination. Whatever procrastination it do, it led to one more starting time. It keeps happening like a small vicious circle, and that problem you will actually suffer your life. Every time a new beginning, again you postpone. Every time a new beginning, again you postpone. When you keep consistently doing this, this leads to what is called as stress. The real meaning of stress ಏನು, ಯಾವ ಕೆಲಸ ಯಾವಾಗ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅದೇ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಮುಗಿಸಿದ್ರೆ there will never be any stress. When I decide to do something at a particular time, if I exactly do at that time, there will not be any stress. But if I postpone, that postponement time itself is going to create stress. The more the postponing is, the more stressful you will feel. Just to get rid of stress ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, 95 ಬರೋರೆಲ್ಲ ಮನುಷ್ಯರಲ್ವೇ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಅನ್ನೋ ತರ 85 ಬರೋರೆಲ್ಲ ಮನುಷ್ಯರಲ್ವೇ ಅಲ್ವಾ, 90 ಬರೋರೆಲ್ಲ ಮನುಷ್ಯರಲ್ವೇ ಅಲ್ವಾ, you bring down your goals. Your goal gets compromised because you are not supporting with the right kind of attitude. So what is that right kind of attitude? Right kind of attitude andre not getting into starting trouble, not getting into procrastination, not living with that problem, and not giving up. And this procrastination consistently will lead to what is called as stress. What exactly is the meaning of stress? Stress ಏನಂದ್ರೆ it is nothing but the gap between ನಾನು ಯಾವಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ and when I did it. If I told I will get up at 5 o'clock, if I get up at 5 o'clock, it may be a little painful. After 15 minutes of 5 to 5:15, you will have that pain. After 5:15, you feel, wow, I'm feeling good. Let me study. It is a temporary period. Pain will not be completely permanent. ನಾನು ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ, ನಾನು ಆಚೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಮುಖ ತೊಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ, ಐ ವಾಶ್ ಮೈ ಫೇಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಐ ಕಾಮ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್. ಬಟ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ 10-15 minutes, I will feel, yeah, I'm finding this class interesting. There is that small period of time. If I can overcome that period of time, the same whichever was painful will never remain painful. The pain will suppress. You will get from painfulness to painlessness. Painfulness andre ಜಾಸ್ತಿ pain ಇರೋದು. Painlessness means getting into painful mode. After some time the pain becomes less. After some time the pain will be away from you. 4 o'clock ಎದ್ದೇಳೋದು initially will be painful. After 1 month will be painful. But after 2 months you will feel 4 o'clock getting up is not at all painful. I am comfortable. That means whatever ಇವತ್ತು painful ಇರುತ್ತೋ, when you consistently execute that, after few days or after 1 or 2 months, it will never be painful. It will become pleasurable. Reverse also ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ whatever is pleasurable today, ಅದೇ same will not be pleasurable tomorrow. ಇವತ್ತು ನೀವು 6 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಎದ್ರಿ ಪ್ಲೆಜರಬಲ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಬಿಕಾಸ್ 1 hour ಮಲಗಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಡು ಯು ಥಿಂಕ್ 6 o'clock ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕಂಫರ್ಟಬಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು? ನೋ. ಸ್ಲೋಲಿ ಏನ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ, 6 o'clock ಇಂದ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಲೀಪ್ ಟಿಲ್ 6:15 ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಟಿಲ್ 6 pleasure is not happening. You push it to 6:15. After few days 6:15 also is not pleasurable. You push it to 6:30. Do you know, I can give you examples, people who come for demands for counseling, they also send them to me because I do counseling outside the hospital. Because when a student is taken to a demands hospital, there is a tendency that the student starts feeling like he is having a disease. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, in some of the places the doctor himself advises ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬರಬೇಡಿ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಐ ನೋ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಬರೋದು ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿ, I know my friend, his name is Dr. Mallikarjun, he is also a psychologist, he is also a counselor. You go and meet him personally, just like you are taking admission for a course. Most of the parents, when they bring, the student will never know that I am counseling them. They always think that I am actually telling them about what course he can do, but I am counseling them. Why? That environment is like that. So whatever was pleasurable yesterday will not be pleasurable today. Simple example, social media. You watch a social media today for 10 minutes because your mother had told, I will give you time. Half an hour is your time, 5 to 5:30. But tomorrow 5 to 5:30 you don't feel that same pleasure. You will want it for from 5 to 5:30 to 5 to 5:45. But day after tomorrow, that is also not enough. You want it till 6 o'clock. After that till 7 o'clock. ಅದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, whatever was pleasurable yesterday will not remain pleasurable today. You want more and more and more. First, one movie in 15 days was comfortable for you. Slowly, that one movie becomes two movies becomes three movies. You will not know, you would have wasted a lot of your time. So, understand this in your life. Never get into this starting trouble, procrastination, and living with the problem. You should get into this attitude that come what may, this next 3 years is going to be my future dependent life. So, let me take this 3 years very, very seriously. See, these 3 years we also call it as Brahmi years of your life. If you guys know, early in the morning when the sun rises and the sun sets, a little early to the sunrise, that time is called as Brahmi Muhurta. In this 24 hours life, those days will be considered as very sacred hours of your entire 24 hours. Only with little energy you can achieve maximum things. I'll just energy akade beda. I'll give you a simple example. One particular chapter you are not at all understanding. Whether it is painful or whatever manner, you get up one day early in the morning, freshen up and start studying. You will start understanding it very easily because that time the energy phase is so high that with little efforts you can get maximum benefit out of it. Just like we call that as a Brahmi hours of this 24 hours, in the same manner, your age group of 18, 19, 20, 21 is called as Brahmi or adolescent responsible years of your life. Ye years early, how you discipline yourself, coming to college regularly, attending all the classes, participating in all the extracurricular activities, neatly disciplined living, coming with proper dress code, following all the rules of the college, participating in every extracurricular activity, always having one and only focus academics performance and life skill upgradation. If you consistently keep on doing this, and the dushman who is sitting here, if he becomes a dost and if he starts working towards you, nobody can stop from each and every one of you. I am telling not few of you. Nobody can stop in each and every one of you getting that dreams fulfilled. Whatever is your dream. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to earn a salary of 1 lakh plus. I want to earn a salary of 2 lakh plus. All this will be practically possible. So work towards it. It can bring a big difference to your life. Again, for your success, your mother, your father, the college, the principal, the teacher, or me, none of us are responsible. We can add value addition, but for your success, you alone are responsible. And if you fail, nobody else is supposed to be blamed. You are only supposed to be blamed. Few of them who did not reach that heights which many of their brothers and sisters have reached, it was not the problem with anybody else, it was problem with them. Dushman bahar nahi hai, dushman andar hai. Where there is a will, there is a way. No, there is always a way. Whether you guys have a will, that is the choice you will have to make. Ask yourself, do I have a womb of willingness? Willingness means I want to do it. If I have a womb of non-willingness, it will not work. Going back to the same story, when Dushyasan, who is actually a brother of Duryodhana, he is like you can bounce her. Such a heavily built man. When he tries to pull the sari of Draupadi, there is no way Draupadi can hold on to it. But Draupadi feels she can do it. That is what I say. Your willingness and your call for God, I want that job should be 100%. It does not work with 25%, 50%, 75%. She holds on to both of it and she says, Krishna, come and help. Krishna will say, Allama, you are only managing. You are not calling me with full energy. All your husbands have told me not to come. So your call has to be much, much more powerful than them. At that moment, she realizes she cannot hold on to it long. She holds on to one of her sari dupatta like this, picks up one hand and says, Oh Krishna, please come. Krishna says, Amma, again you are doing chaukase, 50% and 50%. Trust me fully, na? Trust in me, I will come. Then she realizes there is no way I can stop myself. Something has to come and a miracle has to happen. She releases that and she goes and he says, "Oh Krishna, I leave everything to you. Please rescue me." Miracles will happen. Right now, you're sitting in that place. Conductors like me, conductors like your teacher, conductors like your principal. Why did your principal had to invite me? Because she felt if I from an outside world will come and tell the same thing, it may make a big difference to you. Did I speak anything extra? No. These are were the words that were spoken to you even in your college days. Even in your graduation days, it will keep coming again and again. So we are that destined people who come in your life because it is written in God's book. There is nothing called as coincidence. There is nothing called as coincidence. Everything is incidental. It was written in your destiny. I had to come today and speak few words, and the power had to go. I should sweat and you should sweat. It was written in our destiny. But that sweating should not actually disturb the purpose of this place. The purpose of this place is, can I transform few of you into this thought process? My life is in my control. Let me take control of it right now. And my life is going to be under my control for the next 3 years, and I will take it to the journey, to the destination where I want, because I have seen enough conductors who have come and told that it is possible for me to reach that heights. If a chaiwala could become a greatest prime minister, if a fisherman could become the president, if a tribal woman could become the president, then I can also. So let me start taking charge right from now. I don't want to be an enemy for myself. I'll be a friend of myself, and I will make all the choices which will take me to that pinnacle destination which I want. God can help only those who can help themselves. So you should become that first person who is ready to help yourself. If you can help yourself, then definitely God will come. God always takes, you take a few baby steps, rest is going to manage. And that baby steps you will have to take, and I want each and every one of you the next 3 years to take it very, very seriously. Academics alone will not take you to that destination. Along with academics, interpersonal skills development is also equally important. Attitudinal development is also equally important. What is attitudinal development? Definitely, first is time management. If you have decided I will do this, do that come what may. If you have decided I will get up come what may. If you have decided I will study every day for 4 hours, come what may, study every day for 4 hours. This is a simple 3 disciplines our life is going to exist. One is called as a time discipline. There is a time for everything, and everything should be done in that time only. Can you repeat? There is a time for everything, and everything should be done in that time only. There is no different time. 4 o'clock I have decided to get up, I will get up at 4 o'clock. Today I have decided I will write this homework, I will write this homework. Just because the ma'am has told Saturday she is going to collect, I will not wait for Friday. Waiting till Friday, you will finish the homework. But the purpose of giving you the homework was, when you write it and create a record, it will help you to understand better. But you kept on procrastinating. Finally, on Friday evening, you wrote, not with an intention of understanding. The purpose of writing was, if I don't submit it tomorrow, my ma'am is going to scold. So you copy somebody's record, you don't understand anything, and you submit. When the purpose is lost, the purpose of writing what was your teacher's motive, that would have gone for a toss, and that will reflect in the exam. And every time when the teacher says write once, write it 3 times, because it's going to help you only. Most of you feel, 3 ಸತಿ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ madam ಎಲ್ಲಿ 30-40 ಸೈಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೋ, ನಾನು ಒಂದೇ ಸತಿ ಬರೆಯೋದು. We start thinking stupidly that why will a teacher give you homework? Because she knows that is very important part of your life. And why do most of you score less marks? Let us go for a basic understanding. But whenever you want me to wind up, you say like this, in another 5 minutes I'll complete. Already? Okay. So let us understand the basic rule. Why do you think all of us forget? Man, this can be started, this projector? Yeah. So why do we think few of you get less marks? If I ask you what is the percentage of marks, not everybody will come under a bracket of 90 to 100. Not everybody will come under a bracket of 80 to 90. Not everybody will come under a bracket of 60 to 70 or 40 to 50. But why do we actually score different marks when all of us are attending the classes in the same classroom, under the same fan, with the help of the same teacher and doing the same homework which everybody does and lagbhag reading the same notes what the teacher has given. Why is that our scoring is different compared to others? Because of forgetfulness. Why do we actually score less marks? When I ask this basic understanding, we score less marks because when a question paper is given to us and when we take the question paper and when we look at the questions, whether it is a plus one or plus two or a first year, first semester graduation, when I look at the questions, none of you will feel that the question has come out of the syllabus. Everybody knows the question is within the syllabus and everybody knows that this answer is written in this particular book only. And you know that chapter was done in this particular day. All that memory is there. But when you put the pen and paper and when you start writing, you will not be able to recollect 100%. Those who recollect 100%, they get 100% marks. Those who recollect 50%, they get 50% marks. Few questions you recollect 100%, you get out in all those questions. Few of those questions you recollect only 50%. So in that few questions, your answers will be getting lesser marks. So 100% would become sometimes 90%, could sometimes become 80%, could sometimes become 75% because you did not remember it at that particular moment. So what is your biggest problem? Your biggest problem is forgetfulness. Why do we forget? We forget because we have not memorized in the right manner. Is forgetfulness a gift or a curse? It is a gift in few sense, it is a curse in few sense. ಗಿಫ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಫ್ಯೂ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೆಲವು ಸತಿ ಮರೆಯೋದು ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡನ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಒನ್ ಸಚ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್. There was one plus 2 student who was from CBSE. They came up to me after our midterm and they told, sir, my daughter has never scored anything below 95. 95 ಕೆಳಗಡೆ she has never scored. But from midterm, every test, she is only getting 60 to 70, which is going to be a painful experience for her also because she cannot imagine herself being less than 90, but she can never assume that she could ever score less than 70 or less than 65. That is happening to my daughter. She is not able to handle it. So somebody told, if we come to a counseling session, you are going to find out what could be the reason and give a solution. This was one such case. One more case was that, sir, my daughter studies more than my neighboring daughter. My neighboring daughter gets up at 5 o'clock, my daughter gets up at 4 o'clock. My neighboring daughter studies till 11 o'clock, my daughter studies till 12 o'clock. But somehow my daughter gets always 70%, but my neighboring daughter, though she studies a little less than my daughter, she scores 90%. I want a solution. Both were to two such instances. Both had different way I had to handle. We will go to the first one. The first one was I had to make her forget. But for the second one, I had to make her remember things. So forgetting is also important. Sometimes remembering was also important. How do you say forgetting is important? I'll explain. When I sat for a discussion, I asked her, why do you think our score has come down? Did anything bad happen during those midterm? Because after that only you told our exam performance has come down. Then they told, yes, we had a very sorrowful moment in our life. What? Our grandmother passed away. Then I started digging. How was the relationship of your daughter with your grandmother? Let me blindly put it across. The father told, I was not her father. It means he's a father. What he meant was, grandmother was her father and mother for her. Grandmother used to spend 24 hours with her only. She used to sleep next to grandmother. She used to study next to grandmother. Grandmother was there when she had breakfast. Grandmother was there when she had lunch. Grandmother was there when she played in the playground. So grandmother was her companion right from the birth till now. And that grandmother, when she left, we did not know how to handle, but we thought there will be a little disturbance. But in the academic performance, it will bring her performance to 25%. We did not know. Now I told you will have to make her forget few things. What? You will have to make her forget her grandmother. How will I do it? Then we told, out of place, out of sight. Take her to a place where nobody is going to talk about her grandmother at all. You should go to a place where her grandmother should not come to her memory when she is in that new place. What is that new place? When she comes home, immediately she talks, Grandma, I am home. Then she realizes Grandma is not there. She starts crying. When she has to eat the food, Grandma, give me a little salt. Grandma is not there. She is confused. When she gets up early in the morning, the first thing she taps grandma and says, Grandma, what time it is? I want to get up and study. Grandma is not there. Father is there. She's not able to handle that. And when father says, or mother sleeps next to her, she says, No, 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 don't sleep. This is grandmother's place. You go. In that, I had to make her forget the grandmother. In the other case, what she told, I'm studying, I'm studying, I'm studying. But just studying, how is the process in which you are studying? Then she told every time she'll be reading the books, sir. What do you mean by every time reading the books? Every time reading the books means you are practicing something which is not relevant in the exam. Reading is not what you do in the exam. What is reading? Opening the book, taking the content, putting it to the memory is reading. In exam, do you do that? No. What do you do in the exam? Taking from here and putting it here. Why are you forgetting? Because you have never practiced to remember at all. Why do you think preparatory is given? Why do you think first test is given? Why do you think second test is given? So that your mind is capable of recollecting, remembering, writing, remembering, writing, remembering, writing. How do you actually study? ನಿಮಗೆ 1 hour free time ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಓದು ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? You open the first chapter, read everything and you think you know everything, and then you read the second chapter because you still have 15 minutes. You read the third chapter, you read the fourth chapter. Mama, I read for 1 hour. Reading say it will not help you in the exam. You did not do right. Then what should I do? If you think you have only 1 hour to read, divide that 1 hour into 3 parts. How many 20 minutes are there in 1 hour? 3 20 minutes. All of you repeat. First 20 minutes, middle 20 minutes, last 20 minutes. Nimdu reading process ಹೇಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, how you will have to read. First 20 minutes, open the book, read. But while you are reading, reading alone will not help you in the exam. You will have to create a trigger for you to recollect. What is a trigger? Questions. While you are reading, frame questions to that. Read again, frame questions to that. First 20 minutes you do that. Only 2 questions you read. It's more than enough. Over 20 minutes. Now close the book. Now try to recollect verbally, not in writing. You have the questions written there. Try to recollect. If it is not coming, open the book, refer it, because it is middle 20 minutes. Again you are trying to remember, not able. Open, refer it, close. Again try to remember, open, refer. This is how you are exercising your memory. You are putting something, picking up something, putting something, picking up something. That means you are practicing to recall. The more the test is given, the more recalling will happen. The less the test is given, the less recall will happen. Your memory does not become powerful. Shakuntala Devi, the computer woman, did not become a computer woman one day multiplying things. She started multiplying single digit, double digit, 3 digit, 4 digit, 5 digit, right from her young age. She kept on doing it consistently, and then she became an expert. And they told she is a human memory. She is a human computer memory. Now, in your case, what you are doing, you are not recollecting and putting it in the paper. Middle 20 minutes is over. Now close the book, put it into the cupboard. After you put it into the cupboard, what should you do? Now take the same questions, use a sheet of paper and start to write the answers. Nivu yene reason bandru, whatever reason comes, you should not go and refer the book, because in exam will they allow you to refer the book? No. That way when you practice, that is the real practice which will help you in the exam. For the second student who told she's forgetting, I told her there is a tendency to forget because you have not tried to remember at all. A person who doesn't attend first test, second test, preparatory 1, preparatory 2, preparatory 3, ekdam se final exam, do you think he will score marks? Not possible, because you have never practiced that recollection. Now if I have 2 hours to study, then we say do it for 40 minutes. 40 minutes taking the content, putting it into the memory. Next 40 minutes using the trigger questions, trying to answer it, and the last 40 minutes close the book, keep it just like it is an examination hall. Whatever you can recollect, you recollect. But after that 40 minutes, if you are not able to recollect, redo the process again, 20-20-20 or 40-40-40 or 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. There is no shortcut. These were the simple counseling ideas what I gave it to her. And her result last year came and she scored 95%. Her CET ranking was also around 850. They were very happy just because of small change in the way you study. She could score 85. From 85 she was able to come to 95 and her CET ranking was better than her neighbor. I don't want you to compare with your neighbor, but if it is a right kind of competition, it's okay. Now she is so happy. The first thing what she told, sir, I got better than my neighbor. I told that is not the right comparison, but it is okay. My result has worked. My counseling has worked. Coming back to the grandmother. When she had to forget the grandmother, grandmother should not appear anywhere. I told, put her into a new place. You also change this house, go to a new place where none of the sofas what you are using in the old house should be there. No photos of grandmother should be visible. It should look like it's a new place, as though it is a new environment. Nobody will speak about the grandmother. Slowly she will try to forget her grandmother. She may remember occasionally, that is not going to worry her. Until the exam completes, you are not going to change this routine, and that routine was sincerely followed. In the preparatory, from 80, she scored 85, 88 percentage in various subjects, and finally in the exam, she was able to score 95 and all. Now, in both the cases, there was a challenge. Why do we forget? We forget because we do not try to remember it. So remembering is very important. So there is one Ebbinghaus forgetting curve, a scientist, a Nobel Prize winner, who has written a small experiment, and he has explained why do we forget. We forget because we are not revising it and trying to recollect. So that is what you will have to practice on a daily basis in your academics in order to score the highest marks. For you also, recollecting it and revising it is very, very important. Something which you want to revise it again and again, you will have to make record books of that, you will have to make posters of that, you will have to make cue cards of that, you will have to make simple important notes for that, and you will have to keep referring it, keep keeping it in such visible places, so that every time you see that, it comes to your memory and you will not forget. In the other case, grandmother's photo had to be removed from everywhere. Grandmother's whatever utensil she was using, the place where she was sitting, everything had to be changed, and they had to sell that house and they had to go to a new house, because that is the only way they could make her forget her grandmother. It is necessary. Whatever you want to forget, you will have to handle it like that. Whatever you don't want to forget, you will have to handle it like this. But this forgetting and not forgetting does not have different memory. All of you are occupying the same memory system. Do not create a garbage of your memory. Why that garbaging is happening? When you store a right kind of information which is relevant from the examination point of view, that will help you to always achieve that. What you do, you add up something else. Now one phrase I will say, you will not answer, but automatically it will come into your mind. Who antava? Who antava? Many of you told. Why did it come? Because that song has got into the same memory, where you are storing your maths, you are storing your physics, you are storing your accounts, you are storing your AI. In that memory, all the garbage you have saved, not just one. Pushpa 1 only is not there, Pushpa 2 is also there. Durandar 1 is not there, Durandar 2 is also not there. Durandar 2 you did not see it once, or Durandar 1 you did not see it once, you saw it 10 times. I mean, how many reels you have watched? You have watched 10 lakh reels. If you go to your Facebook page, you will know how many reels you would have watched from past 1 year. All that has got into your memory system. Where you have stored science, where you have stored maths, where you have stored accounts, where you have stored lot of other things. You have also stored reels, you have also stored garbage, you have also stored lot of experiences, and everything is in the same place. In that place, when in the exam I will have to pick up the information I want, you cannot. Why? It has become a garbage. In garbage, how will you search your lost chain? Not possible. Gold chain only. But can you search? They have not given you 24 hours to search. Most of you, what happens when you are in the examination, all that answer won't come. The moment you step out of the examination, all the answers will start coming. Tapak, 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 and you will say, "Eeg barodu avagle bandidre yen aagtittu." Why? It has become a dustbin. So keep your dustbin clean. Keep your mind or the memory boxes clean. There should not be any other place for it. Do not keep anything. If you are doing nothing, it's okay. Sit in what we call it as meditative posture, not doing posture. But just because you are free, don't see the reels, because every consumption of yours is creating a memory in your memory system, and it will remain there. You can never forget a movie, watching it for the second time, and you will not feel, yeah, I think I have not watched this movie. You will feel that after watching the full movie? No. Within 2-3 scenes, you will know I watched this movie. I know I watched this movie. Why? It is there in your memory. But because you have watched that movie, will you get first rank? No. Instead of that movie, if the subject would have been with clarity, and when the question paper came, when you read the question, if you could pick up the answer with clarity, you would have got 10% and that would have helped you to achieve something else. So, for the next 3 years, your what you call it as a farmland or your memory boxes should not be actually put with wrong memory contents. What is wrong memory contents? Facebook, movies, serials, IPL, whoever wins, will it help you in exam? Virat Kohli hit a six and Anushka told something. Will it help you in exam? Then why will you actually look for that? If at all Virat Kohli is going to pay every 5% to you, then watch all the serials. Go there only and watch. No. Pushpa, hero and heroine will come and give you something. No, you know it. So why take them and simply make a garbage out of your memory system? Because in the exam, every other content is a garbage for it. So keep your mind calm, cool. Right kind of healthy foods can help you have a right kind of body, and right kind of a body can help you have a right kind of mind. And with that good healthy mind and healthy body, your exam can always become a very success. So please focus on that. In another 2 minutes, I'll just wind up. I'll share this PPT with you. Whatever I have told is available in the form of slides. School is over. You have an important phase of your life. The next 3 years will build your future. How are you going to work towards it? I told you these are the adolescent ages of your life. These are the Brahmi years of your life. How you behave from 18 to 2021 to 22 is going to decide 5 years down the line how successful you are going to be, 10 years down the line how successful you are going to be. So the bus is going to take you there, but are you able to make the right choices? Then only the conductor and the driver will help you to go and score that 100% whatever you want. So your next 3 years is going to be very, very important. It will have a lifetime impact on your life. If you waste this 3 years, you will actually, you will not feel happy about yourself. You will always feel like I should have taken that 3 years very, very seriously. The very purpose I have been invited to see to it proper direction is given to the next 3 years. Yesterday, one more resource person would have come, he would have told a lot of things only to see to it that you're going to have a right kind of attitude while you're moving on to your next 3 years of generation. Nobody should come between you and the next 3 years of your life. It should only be academics and life skills. So very, very important. So how you invest? See, ma'am was talking about your investment. The next 3 years, how are you going to use your time? How are you going to use your decision? What kind of choices you are going to make? That is going to define your life. That is the investment of your life. So please see to it the time, the energy, the learning, the discipline, what you are going to put for the next 3 years should end up getting you the best highly paid job or getting you the best higher studies in abroad or any reputed college, so that your career goes into the right track. Very, very important. And just a degree will not help you. All of you have got into a degree graduation, but along with that, strong skills, attitude, confident, becoming confident communicator, good listening skills, problem solving skills, analytical choice, try to understand the real world. That's the reason internship is being given to you, projects are given to you, problem solving attitude you should be there, industry exposure should be there. If you can get into part-time jobs also, nothing like it. It gives you a good matured experience of how working environment will look like. All these are equally important along with your graduation. Again, I'm telling you, degree alone cannot bring you success. Degree plus skill set, life skill set, communication skills, AI skill sets, data analysis skill sets, MS Office skill sets, even SAP skill sets, Tally ERP9 skill sets, all these skill sets plus excellent communication skills and right kind of attitudinal character. If your character is bad, I will not recruit you. If your attitude is bad, I will not recruit you. With all that, you can experience what you call it as a success. So your degree, your skills, your communication and character, all this is important to build a strong person out of you, to build a strong personality out of you. Please work on that. What is growth mindset? I'm ready to take responsibility. I'm ready to participate in extracurricular activities. I'm ready to upgrade my skills. My learning is going to be continuous. Every day I'm going to learn non-stop without taking off even for one day. Can I give 100% attendance for my graduation? Yes, it's possible. This man gave 100% attendance even on working and non-working days or festivals. All were treated as equal days. Narendra Modi. So the world is looking at him and saying a man with so much of admiration and the longest prime minister of our great big republic country India is Narendra Modi. And look at the way he has lived his life. Can I be something like him? There is no comparison at all. I will not even be absent for one class. Forget about being absent for one day. That will never happen. So embrace challenges, stay positive under pressure. Don't give excuses. That is what I told. Getting into procrastination, getting into postponing of things, and that don't do. Avoid efforts. You will always be okay to fail. If you are not failing, that means you are not testing yourself enough. Sometimes you say, I have never failed. You have not failed because you have not put yourself into bigger tests at all. You have lived a mediocre life and you have never accepted challenges at all. You should fail. Only a person who fails multiple times will experience success multiple times. A person who never fails will never be successful. So please keep that in mind. And fear of failure is okay. It is good. It will make you to prepare better. But fear of failure should not put a full stop. It should allow you to put a comma and continue. Or put an additional dot 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 and say to be continued. That should be your attitude. So stagnance and blames others. Most of the time your life can assume few stagnant moments. You do the same thing every day and you become stagnant. You are not upgrading on any skill sets. You think going to college and coming back itself is a great thing that you are doing. No, that way life cannot be. By the end of 3 years, your journey will have to be what else I am going to carry as skill sets at the end of my third year or during my campus drive. That is going to decide whether you will get a job or your other classmate is going to get the job. For that job to be yours, you should look taller than rest of them. What are you doing to bring yourself to that tallmost position? So that is very important upgrading. Where do you want to see after 3 years, after 6 years, after 10 years? This roadmap, you should have it right now. That's the reason I gave you that story where a conductor is going to ask, where do you want to go in life? His life was only 15 stops. Your life is 80 years. Most of you have not decided where I want to go. What is that I want to achieve in life? If you are not going to have this answer, then you will start falling for every opportunity. When you have a defined destination, you will start working towards it. When you don't have defined destination, you will fall for everything. That will look very nonsenseful. So please have your destination defined right now. And let the destination be so high that when you share it with your friends, they should say it is impossible to achieve. That should be your destination. You should not take up that destination where people will say, hey, it's easy, ma, anybody can do that. Then change it. You should always ask for something which the entire world should feel it is impossible. Because you know the entire world is not responsible to make it possible. Who is responsible? You and He. He means God. You and He put together, miracles are possible. There is nothing that everybody has achieved and they have achieved on their own. It's always He and you put together, everything has happened. God is a co-author of your destiny. God is a conductor and driver of your destiny. But God cannot decide which stop you want to go. God cannot decide which bus you need to catch up. That choice has to be yours. Based on the choice, taking you to the destination is His responsibility. So I want to get into higher studies, I want to do MBA, MSc. With complete 100% scholarship, you can go abroad. Do you know? With complete 100% scholarship, including ticket for going and coming will be sponsored. But for that, you should be smart. For that smartness, when you write an entrance test, you should be one among the topmost. Facilities are there. But can you actually position yourself so that 3 years down the line, I am aiming at this. 3 years down the line, I am aiming at becoming an entrepreneur. 4 years down the line, 5 years down the line, I am writing my UPSC, IAS, IPS, any kind of a competitive exam. Look at how you can always grow. And see, fix up those destination, take a printout of it, put it as a dream chart. Every day look at the dream chart and say, I will achieve this. I have already achieved this. Affirmations we say. So work on that, you can achieve miracle. Master your communication skills, spoken English, public speaking, presentation. interview skills, verbal skills, non-verbal skills, the dress code, what you wear, people and the lecturers should feel that this girl and this boy, they are completely different from the rest of the class. I've never seen them coming late. I've never seen them wrongly dressed. I've never seen them talk in a wrong tone. I've never seen them being late in submission of assignments. I've never seen them being late, even paying the fees. Never seen them missing any of the classes without a leave letter when it is emergency. Most of the students have forgotten the meaning of leave letter only. Absent is like AIDS. You miss today's class, and if the teacher puts A, it is A1, A2, A3, A4, H1, H2, H3, H4. Why? Without informing, you have become absent. What example do you set to the world? It should never happen. And one day when she realizes you have not come, she should call you and she should find out. I have never seen you being absent for the first time. I knew something bad has happened. And then you may say, I'm admitted in the hospital. That should be the reason. Otherwise, it should not be the reason. That should be your personality. Never shouted, never wronged, never got angry, always did the right things at the right time, always disciplined, always coming neatly dressed, socks were white, shoes were polished, pant did not stay at the ankle level and pant did not go below the waist, upper buttons also were not removed, a full shirt neatly tucked, ironed cloths, very whispering tone, and any opportunity given, always the first one to volunteer, always early to late to leave. This is the attitude what you follow, and that man becomes from Draupadi Murmu, tribal woman, to the president. And that attitude can take you from Chaiwala to Prime Minister. So please work towards it. Presentation skills, interview skills, spoken English skills, and definitely digital literacy is a must. AI is taking our jobs, AI is taking our jobs. Learn AI so that you can take over other jobs. Rather than staying on this side of the shore and saying AI is taking all the jobs, AI is taking all the jobs, you learn AI and be the part of the other person. That has to be followed right from now. If you're not smart enough, you will never be hired. Things are changing. I don't want to warn you, but let it be like a warning. If you're not good enough, people don't want you to work. The earlier intelligence cannot promise you the job what we got to the same intelligence what you are going to get. No, you should be 10 times more smarter than what we were. Because we were never in an AI era. You are in an AI era. Otherwise, an agent can do a better class than me. I can put an agent, 3D hologram. A person like me will come and he can take a class. If I want to be better than him, I will have to be learning the technology that is required. I should be the person who will design that hologram. So please work towards it. Email etiquettes, AI tools usage, let it be Perplexity, let it be ChatGPT, let it be Gemini, let it be Microsoft Copilot. You should know what is co-worker, what is this cloud, what is cloud co-agent. You should have answers for all this. Today, you have the entire world in your fingertips. Any questions you ask under the sky, any training you want under the sky, you can get it on a digital screen. All this will be possible. Again, I am telling you, your academic is not a ceiling. It is just the floor. Your beginning of an academy is just the floor. And you will have to start constructing along with that lot of other things. Online certification, industry workshop seminars, and technological growth, skill-based learning, as many international certification as possible. Then only you can go to the floor, first floor, second floor, third floor. It is not a ceiling. So you will have to work on your discipline, you will have to be progressive in life, you will have to be with positive energy, you should be skilled. All that has to come as a personal branding. If your principal should say, I have 5 students in this class whom I think is can be recruited in your company. If you cannot get identified by your own lecturers and principal, what will an HR who comes that day recognize you? Your entire 3 years of journey, your own colleagues or your own friends should be able to say he's a smart one. Organize events, join club, present yourself, volunteer, study well, exercise, keep alert, keep goal oriented. Do not get into limitless, mindless scrolling. Please avoid that. That's a negative what we call about the digital. It should not become a curse. You build a right kind of network rather than getting into people who are more the digital slaves. Get into the place where people can talk, people can discuss, like-minded forums where activities are used. Have ambitious peers. If you have a peer who is into negative, there is a tendency you also become negative. Always get into such some right kind of people who can help you to grow. And industry professionals, make as many industry professionals as your friends and get into peace. Don't get into procrastination. That is what I told for postponing. Poor attendance, please don't do that. That's the biggest hurdle. You pay the money. You know this 3 years is very important for you. We are only asking for 3 years. 25 years this man worked non-stop, not even taking holidays on Sundays or any of those what you call festival days. Excessive social media is always a curse. Not having goals is like that woman who told, give me wherever you want. It should not happen like that. And in a negative company, you will have to avoid this negative company. So your flow chart has to be like this. Year one, explore foundation, improve on your communication and digital skills. Year two, develop skills with projects and certification and internship. Year three, the career ready, resume preparation, interview and placement, and finally landing in a good job or landing in a higher studies. Let it be your goals. Work in the same manner. The points that you can give, it is a graph that was given by AI. First year, between 0 to 100, 33% of preparation should happen to aim at that goal, 66% and 100% by the third year. Prepare for career, develop skills, explore whatever we told in the last chat. Then remember that day when your parents can be proud, when you will be called on the graduation day for scoring the highest marks. That will be one moment which you can cherish. Start preparing for that right from now. The graduation day, the proud moment for your family, the great job or offer letter that would come along with your graduation. It's not just getting graduated. Your graduation will be successful when you have that offer letter which is promising. For that, what you do other than academics is also equally important. And that confidence, all this becomes very, very important. I'll say your next 3 years, you know, beki through, beda through, it will simply pass. Just earning a degree will not help you. You will have to build your future. This is a place for you to build your future. If you cannot build now, you will actually pay for lifetime suffering. So please work towards it. Start today, stay conscious. Your future is created by what you do today. Thank you. Love you all so much. Wishing you most and more. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, sir, for your enlightening words. Students, when sir was saying that like you have to have a goal, so I was just remembering one short story of Chandragupta and Chanakya. You know who is Chanakya, right? So once Chandragupta had asked Chanakya that why to become a king I had to face so many difficulties in life, why my life is not like an ordinary person. Chanakya replied, because everyone cannot be a king like you. So you have to be that king. Like this is the stage where you have just crossed your PUC and come into stepped into UG. A lot of questions are there in your mind that what should be my goal actually? You all have seek ambition in either BCom or BCA or BBA, but education should not always be book oriented or classroom oriented. It should be beyond the classroom. That what makes you a successful person and a successful human being. Sir, thank you so much to give your valuable time. I now request our principal ma'am, PISN, to hand over the moment as a token of gratitude. Thank you.
Guys, somebody was taking the photo afterwards. Sharing the photo.
How was the session? Any questions?
How was the session ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ್ ತರ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅವಲಕ್ಕಿ ತರ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು.
ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ.
How was the session? Good. ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿ. How was the session? Good. ನಾನು ಫೋರ್ಸಬಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಸ್ದಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್.
So any questions?
Any questions?
Any doubts? Any feedback? Yes? No? So what you, yeah. Anil, right?
Yeah, anybody has a small feedback to give, it's an opportunity for you. Please come and share your experience.
Get up.
How was it? No, sir, it was very boring.
So what is your take from this session? No, nothing. Nothing.
ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಲ್ಲ nothing.
Nothing. Okay. From
Girls?
here. Girls. Anybody? So what is your take from the session? Anybody? Not a problem.
Any stories you liked which I
Yes.
shared, or any of those phrases you liked? That phrase is really lingering in
One
me.
sentence
Where there
from
is a will,
this.
there is a way. दुश्मन कहाँ है बगल में नहीं है. That reading skills, writing skills, and remembering skills. First 20
See
minutes,
how
middle 20
nicely
minutes,
sir
last 20
has
minutes.
brought from, you are sitting in orientation and sir has shown some photos about your graduation. So with some parents, all that. So you didn't get any point from this whole 2 hours. One point you are.
How many of
didn't
you
get
imagine
to
that
share.
your mother is standing, your father is standing, they were smiling, you are wearing that cap, and you felt like, yes, I did it with the marks I wanted.
Anybody, any one person? Nothing. Nothing is there to share. Yes.
This hesitation, you should come out of it. Otherwise, in
Correct.
jobs, see, one of the round of interview will be they assemble you in one hall because I have done campus drive, and we will tell them the best way to shortlist is assemble them in one place, and we will announce. Everybody will be given an opportunity. You will have to come. There is a chip. You pick up the chip, give your self introduction, and speak about that chip for few seconds. That's all. 50% of them will not come on the dais only. Where will you get shortlisted for the next round? They want you to go, come out of that nutshell and experience an uncomfort zone here. Coming on the dais is an uncomfort zone. It's fearful. ಮನೇಲೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಓದ್ಬೋದಿತ್ತು, ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಿತ್ತಲ್ವಾ. ಫಾರ್ ಯು ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಎನ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಕಮ್, raise your hand, come, do, and then use that opportunity. You have done good, bad, ugly, nobody is going to ask you. But you went there and did, that is most important. You took up the decision, I'll go and speak.
No,
From that side. It's okay.
It's okay. Sir, it was
Thank you,
a
ma'am.
very
Thank you.
good session. It was a very good job, sir. I think they got a good
Yeah,
the
it's
roadmap
there in
for
their
them,
expression.
yes.
It's not
I
coming
can,
out
we
in
can
the words.
understand. So
Facial
now they have
expression.
come for orientation and next 3 years how they have to be, how they have to present themselves, how they have to be ready for next 3 years. Everything I think you have done a wonderful job, sir. Thank you so much.
At least a big round of applause. That is guys, one of you switch off that mobile and remove the tripod. I think all of you are aware. And audio record your classes so that you can go home and listen. And if any seminars happen, you record it, go home and listen. That will always help you. Oh, I've crossed 2 hours. I did not know.